Goedemiddag iedereen. Ik ben even een paar minuutjes eerder omdat ik live ga met Fernando. Als het goed is, is hij uitgenodigd. Dus ik wacht eventjes tot hij zo komt live. Ja, wat kan ik over hem vertellen? Het is een hele goede hypnotiseur. Ik heb hem leren kennen via een internationaal team waar ik in zit. Bij Rob de Groof. Die heeft een heel cool concept opgezet. Hij is al heel lang werkzaam in de hypnose. En ja, hij komt zo als het goed is in de uitzending. Even kijken, even wachten. Hij is ook al internationaal is hij werkzaam, deze bijzondere hypnotiseur. Hij komt zo. Ik heb hem uitgenodigd, dus als het goed is komt hij precies 4 uur. Ja, dankjewel. Duimpjes, superleuk. En nou, het bijzondere aan deze man is dat hij heel goed de showhypnose beheerst. En ook buitengewoon hypnose. En daar ga ik zo ook wat vragen over stellen natuurlijk. Want hij heeft in Nederland heeft hij ook wel wat BN'ers op het podium gedaan. Hij kan heel goed ook Nederlands. Maar ik ga het interview zo wel in het Engels doen. Omdat ja, hij kan heel goed voor de internationale mensen. Is dat ook leuk om dan eventjes te kijken hoe hij dat doet. Ik ben ook met hypnose bezig. En het coole aan hypnose is dat je heel snel transformerend werk kunt doen. Dus dat je heel snel dingen om kunt buigen. En met showhypnose, dat is eigenlijk iets voor op het podium. Dat er wat meer show bij komt. Hey.
Yeah. Hi, Orsaya.
We succeeded. I'm so happy. Hi.
Yes, me too. Thank you.
Yeah. So, can you tell us about who you are, Fernando? Yes, can you a bit straight up so we can see your face?
All right. Yes, I'm sorry for the delay.
No problem. It's I was a bit earlier because I wanted to be sure that we could make the connection today. So I'm very happy that you're here.
All right.
Can you tell us about you're a hypnotherapist, and you also do show hypnosis. You do both, I know from you.
Yes, that's true. I'm having the idea that we're having a little bit of a delay because of the time difference.
This is possible because you are living in Mexico and I'm in Holland. So, yeah.
That's true. Okay. But so I will try to just catch up with your questions.
Okay.
So I thought you were telling me about to tell about myself and about hypnosis.
Yes, can you please tell us about why did you start with hypnosis? Because I can't imagine that it wasn't from health, but usually hypnotherapists start because of a reason. And what was your reason to start with this?
All right. Yes. So look, what happened is that to me, this started all just as some kind of hobby. I learned about hypnotists. To be really honest, I didn't believe in hypnosis myself. I just thought that it was all kind of a show. And eventually I learned that there are people doing therapy with hypnosis. And I just became interested, started learning about it and practicing. And when I started seeing that people actually got hypnotized, and when I could see what you could do with that, I just became fascinated by it. So I went on and on until I became a hypnotist myself.
And what is the, can you tell us a story about the most changing thing you saw with hypnosis? What, perhaps you have had a client or for yourself, something that changed because of hypnosis?
Yeah, of course. Well, I've experienced it in different ways. I have experienced it both with clients, things that I have seen that I have probably enabled for people through hypnosis, but I've also used it a lot with myself, and I continue to use it every day. As you may know, there is only one way of hypnosis, and that is auto-hypnosis. So nowadays, I don't focus in controlling people as much as I do in teaching them how to do it with themselves. Especially now with, this social distancing, you cannot always have an interaction face to face. So the option we have is to teach other people how to do, because after all, the only way of hypnosis is auto-hypnosis. So yeah, I've seen many changes in terms of professional achievements, overcoming phobias, bad habits. I've had problems with addiction myself during a time. And thanks to hypnosis, I was able to just change those patterns. But with other people, I've helped people to quit smoking, to lose weight, and all kinds of things. Lately, I've been helping people who have problems with anxiety because, you know, COVID and all. So yeah, there are many things that you can implement it for.
I know.
As you may know.
And you do also show hypnosis. I know. And what is the power of show hypnosis, you think?
Well, it has a lot of good things for entertainment purposes, you know, a lot of value. So it's always fascinating to see how a person can go in a trance, how you can appear to have control over their minds, something that we all find fascinating. It helped me a lot to understand how hypnosis actually works, you know, because it is a completely different kind of hypnosis what you will use to perform a show than what you are doing on a therapeutic basis. And I think that's something that I would definitely like to make clear today for people, you know, that it's something different what you see on films, on theaters, on TV, than what you will experience if you go to a therapeutic or if you just go and do it yourself, you know, following some kind of scripts that you can find online and things like that. Two kinds of hypnosis.
Because of the delay, I won't ask you to do a hypnosis on me because I think that could be a bit problematic now. Otherwise, I would have asked it on you if you wanted to say.
We can definitely do that. If you allow me and the audience, I know that this is probably not the way it was planned.
No.
But I would like to try and connect one more time. There's a 2-second delay, which is probably interfering with the communication. But I would like to disconnect, connect back again and see if we get a better situation.
Okay, but we do it later, because now we finish first the interview, then we try later on to connect it.
All right, good. We can always do that later.
Yeah.
So if you want to, I have some material online.
We do.
Teaching people how to do it themselves.
Yeah, this is a cool thing, I think. Then we do it in part 2. Then first we finish the interview because I want.
Yeah, because you know, to hypnotize, you would need to read from your reactions to be able to see what you are doing. Because after all we're doing is giving feedback. So, like I said, the only way of hypnosis is auto-hypnosis. So we can definitely try that. I mean, I would be happy to give you a demonstration, both on the therapeutic basis and also doing something that would be interesting to see on a show.
Okay, we do it.
So it's up to you. It's your show.
Yeah. First we do it later. Then because you say we try it later in a new live. I understand this correctly. So for now, I finish the interview first, and then we do again the live for the hypnosis in part 2.
Right. That definitely works for me.
Okay.
And I think you can hear me now in real time.
Yes, it's very good.
Okay.
Yeah, very good.
Man, okay. It was just terrible because I could hear myself like 2 seconds before. So, you know, I didn't know what was going on at the same time. But I think we have a better connection now.
I think so.
So now I'll be happy to try anything you ask me.
Okay. Can you perhaps, it's a nice show hypnosis that you make me believe that you are Jennifer Lopez. Is this possible?
Yeah, of course it's possible. But just remember that we were just explaining how you have 2 different kinds of hypnosis, if you want to call it like that. So we can definitely demonstrate some kind of show hypnosis, but that's not what you will see on a therapeutic basis. So the interaction will need to go very differently from there.
I'll let you choose. What do you want to do? What do you think now is possible because of the delay?
All right. So, okay, I understand that we have some people. Well, I don't experience any delay now. I can hear you in real time. So we can pretty much try everything. First of all, I would like to go back to my point because I was trying to make that point, and that's to me very important.
It is.
How the only way of hypnosis that exists is auto-hypnosis. Because a lot of people have this misconception that I can make you believe something, right? Or that I can control your mind. But in fact, what happens in all kinds of hypnosis, either if it's on a show or on a therapeutic situation, it's auto-hypnosis. So the subject, the client, will be getting into a state of mind. And yes, everything is possible there. Well, not everything, but pretty much a lot is possible. So wanted to make that point clear. What I do now is teach people how to hypnotize themselves. And I use it a lot with myself. So I'll be happy to show you a couple of techniques.
Yes, yeah, it's okay.
All right. So, well, the first thing to notice about hypnosis is that if I say, for example, that when a person keeps their teeth together, puts their tongue behind the teeth, it's not possible to say the word thank you.
No.
Now, it may be or it may not be possible, but pretty much everybody watching that will want to try it themselves. Because I'm telling you, well, when you do this, it's not possible, so you want to try it yourself. So that is because we have this power of empathy.
We have.
And probably that's what makes us different from other species, that we can place ourselves in the situation of the other person. And that is what makes hypnosis possible. So if I ask you to take a deep breath and to relax, but if I do it myself, and if I start getting myself into there because of this connection that exists, we will get eventually to a point of hypnosis. And that is what most hypnotists do, either on stage or in person. They bring themselves and take the person together with them into a state of mind that is good for hypnosis. So I don't know if you have any further questions before we start with the experiment.
Does someone have a question online? No questions? No questions. I see no questions. Perhaps later.
All right. Now you wanted to get hypnotized and perhaps believe that you are Jennifer Lopez. Okay.
Cool.
Let's get into that and see what happens. All right. Okay. So first of all, I assume that you are open.
I'm open.
You are open to the experience, and I would like you to trust me.
I trust you.
To take a deep breath, breathe out, and to know that even if we disconnect, even if I'm at the other side of the world, there is no way that you can stay hypnotized for the rest of your life. Eventually, you will just wake up, be yourself, and all the suggestions that I give you are only going to work temporarily for as long as you allow them to be.
Okay.
So take another deep breath, breathe out, and I want you to focus on your forehead, okay? All this area, but I want you to imagine that you can actually see it from the inside. So to start visualizing your forehead, as you take another deep breath, I want you to breathe out and bring all your attention to the middle of your eyes, okay? You can see them perhaps on the screen, but you can also see them from the inside with your own mind. And that's where I want you to be. Next thing I want you to do, because we're separate and I won't be able to be there with you, is to actually raise your hands a little bit above your legs so that if I click my hands and you relax them, your hands will touch your legs, all right? Okay. And just keep them there, just at 10 centimeters from your legs, all right? Can you do that? Yeah. Okay. So the next time when I clap on my hands, I want you to just really go into that experience of relaxation. Just what you experience before you go to sleep or when you are watching a movie, dozing off on the couch after a long day of working. And allow that feeling to really go all over your body from your forehead, where you're focusing now, all the way to your toes and back, all right? When I clap my hands, I want you to just relax all the way down. Take another deep breath. Focus on that point in the middle of your eyes and relax now, and just allow your hands to hit your legs, because the minute that you do that, you feel your contact, you feel your own circulation. And you can now feel that relaxation just starting to go all the way from your forehead to your toes, and from your toes back, relaxing every single muscle all the way up. Okay. Now I want you to take another deep breath, Orsaya, and trust that everybody here is going to just be watching the same that you are, and allow your eyes to also start feeling tired. Take another deep breath. And just relax them all the way down, okay? All the way down. Keep focusing on your forehead. And let that relaxation go all the way to your toes. And close your eyes now for a second. And take another deep breath. Now, as you do that, you will notice that by focusing on the middle of your eyelids, you can relax 10 times as deep, 100 times as deep, because you are now focusing on your forehead. You can see the inside, and from there you can just go backwards all the way to the middle of your brain, that part that you use to dream, to think, to create. And in that area of creativity, I want you to just imagine that your body is relaxing all the way down, like when you are on the beach, floating on an airbed, on the water, on a very nice summer day. Everything is perfect and you feel safe. So take another deep breath and go 100 times deeper. And just in that area of your mind, you can create anything. So at this moment, Orsaya, you can be whoever you want to be. So I want you to be yourself and just to think about a moment when you were performing, right, on stage. And to really bring yourself to that place in time when a lot of people were looking at you, when you felt very empowered, when you felt in control. And now just bring that person to a different stage where you probably saw another person perform, someone you admire. Maybe it could be Jennifer Lopez. And then just start to think how she felt from that same perspective, looking at the public the way you have done it before, but being herself, the way she moves, the way she dances, and start becoming that. Just feel that. Feel how it feels to be in her body, because you can do it now. In that area where you are at the moment, everything is possible. So take another deep breath, and I'm going to count from 1 till 3. When I reach 3, I'm going to click my fingers, and you're going to start feeling what Jennifer Lopez feels when she sings. So in your head, you're going to play a song just for yourself, okay? In a minute, you're going to do it just for yourself. But you're going to start really imagining how it feels to be her, okay? 1, 2, just bring that stage, the public, maybe a song that you know. 3, and start singing it in your head and just projecting it. The way you know how to do it because you have done it yourself, but now from her perspective, from what you can see, because we have empathy. You can know what she feels when she's singing like that, when she's dancing like that, when she's moving like that. And now if I were to click my fingers and ask you to open your eyes and sing that song, you will sing it exactly in that same way. So I want you to just go and sing 10 seconds of the song that you have in your mind when I click my hands, okay? So I'm going to count from 1 till 3 to give you time to go into that song and to really live it and to hear it from that perspective, because you are Jennifer Lopez at the moment singing it right now. 1, 2, 3, and open your eyes. And what is the song that you're singing? Just a little bit.
Let's get loud, let's get loud. Turn the music up to hear that sound. Let's get...
Okay, close your eyes now, one more time, and just relax all the way down, and go back to that beach, all right, where you were relaxing. And now just start to become aware of yourself, of your surroundings, right there where you are. When I click my fingers again, you are Orsaya again, and you feel wonderful about yourself. 1, 2, 3, wake up. Okay. Now, this for some people will probably feel like, okay, they just agreed on that, like we have already set this up.
No, we didn't.
But I tell you something, if we do this on live TV and I let you dance, you will slowly become Jennifer Lopez in your mind. And that's what happens with hypnosis.
Yes, but now I'm with my phone, so this is not a good idea for now.
No, well, of course, we're not going to do that, but I'm just explaining that that could be possible, all right? And you're in Netherlands and I'm in Mexico. So hypnosis is very powerful.
Thank you. And this was awesome. It's really cool to experience this. Hey, and can you tell me about you're writing a book at this moment, or is it finished already, or how is it?
I really want to tell you about that, but I would like to take 1 more minute, Orsaya, if I may.
Of course.
Because if I were watching this program, I would want to know what was going on in your mind
Of
the
course,
past 5 minutes. So would you please tell us,
of course,
tell me and everybody,
yeah.
how you experience
I
it
skipped.
as a hypnotist?
Yeah. Well, I could go into into my mind, into the center of my mind, like you explained, and I could really see and feel and hear her and how she moved. And even because now I'm here in my living room and not in the ideal position to do hypnotherapy, or because of I hit my daughter, but this went away. It went away. So I could imagine of that I became her, and I felt her, and how, and her self-confidence I felt. So this was really cool, and I think even this could help people who perform on stage to have more confidence when they're going on to do this exercise, I think.
Yes, and all we did was to take you there where you are, and probably it's not the best comfortable position.
No.
You're absolutely right about that. But we took you on a different level, what you are in your mind.
Yeah.
You are in your area of creativity. So that's why hypnosis works. Sigmund Freud used it a lot in his theory of psychoanalysis, because he could take people to that place where everything is possible and take them just all the way back, relive an experience, work things up. So it's a very powerful tool.
It's very powerful, yes.
And one more thing I wanted to ask you, and I know that I'm taking over the interview,
No, okay.
but how did you feel physically? Did you feel relaxed? Did you feel at ease? And when you thought that you were Jennifer Lopez, could you believe for a minute how it would be to be her?
Yeah.
Or it was just something that you were acting out when you were singing?
No, I really felt from very relaxed into her energy, and I felt a very powerful, energetic, confidence energy of her, because this is what I felt. So it was really cool to feel this. Yes.
So if we take it a couple of steps further, would you be probably able to believe that you are Jennifer Lopez? And maybe if you look at the mirror, would you probably be able to see Jennifer Lopez instead of Orsaya when you look in the mirror?
Now?
Not now, at that particular moment. When you are...
At that particular moment, yes, that could be possible. Yes, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted you to be aware of the possibilities of hypnosis. We didn't take it that far, but all of that fell between the possibilities that we had available to us.
Yeah.
We could definitely do that. We could take it a couple of steps further. But I wanted to keep it simple. And I know that you have some knowledge about hypnosis, so you can also experience it with the theory that you know, and just take it into account probably for your own experiences with hypnosis. That's all it takes. Auto-hypnosis, taking a person to that level of relaxation and focus.
Yes, I know. This is the black room from Jeffrey Steffens. You know this technique?
Yeah, of course. And so that's one of the things that I'm doing. So the book I'm doing is basically, I'm working with Jeff Steffens' protocol,
wow,
translating into Spanish. I'm working also with the materials for Rolf, translating them all to Spanish. I was going on a lot faster pace because I'm working on the Mexican Hypnosis Academy. But, you know, COVID came around and then all the plans changed. So now we're going more to focus on online therapy and online hypnosis. And so what I want to do is precisely teach my experience. So it's more an autobiography, the autobiography of a Mexican hypnotist. That's what I will tell my experience. I have done live TV in Holland. I've been on TV in Mexico. But most important, I've been working with real people like you and me and help them use this power to achieve their goals. And so that's what I want to put into there. All the theory that I know, I'm translating a lot of to Spanish because it's going to be released here in Mexico. But I'm also trying to bring that with my own experience and to enrich that. So it's more of an autobiography. Of course, I'm giving credits to the authors of the different methods. As you know, with Rolf, we are working on something very groundbreaking, which is borstvergroting, which in English is breast enlargement, exactly.
Yes.
So you see that I'm translating to Spanish because I don't even know how in English it is. But and yeah, that's something that people don't believe it's possible, and that you can actually know that there are results. People are experiencing change due to hypnosis and the power of the mind.
Yeah, this works, of course. This is already also proven in the 60s, 70s. There are different results that already existed and was proven. But we saw in our team, in our international team, that it works because this is what I've seen. And I think this is not only about the outside, but also about the inside. It's about a lot more than only the what you think it is. This protocol, I think. So, but
Yeah, so I know the Black Room from Jeff Stevens, of course, and that's pretty much what we were doing. But if you see, I bring a lot of my own experience in the terms of me not having control over you, but I'm enabling you to have an experience. So I bring the power back with the client.
This is cool.
It's not about the hypnotist. It's about the person and what you can experience and what you can do with that.
Yeah. Have you ever had a client who came to you, and what was your most difficult client until now?
Oh, I do have an anecdote from a difficult client, and it was in Holland, actually. That's back when I started doing hypnosis. I did a live show in Limburg for a local television sender, TV Limburg. And then we invited a lot of people to quit smoking at once. We had like 30 people on the stage. And one of them was a famous Olympic swimmer. I don't know if due to disclosure and things, I could mention her name or not, but so she was there and a lot of people saw that. And so some people asked me for different kinds of therapy. I'm going to be honest, back at the time, I mostly had experience with quitting smoking, losing weight. But this person asked me to help her with some kind of depression and anxiety issues. So when I tried to hypnotize her, no matter what I did, she was always defensive. And I've tried all the techniques from the book, everything, you know, from a slow induction into just falling backwards. And somehow, the minute she was entering that zone where you were just now, that black room, she freaked out and she came out. So she came back. So eventually, what worked with me, and that is what I'm missing now so much, was to be able to touch people. And I'm talking in a way that you can interact physically because we are social animals, after all. I mean, if you just look biologically at a human being, that's what we are. So when I could hold her hand, she was a bit of an elderly lady, I think in her 60s, 70s. So, but when I could hold her hand, I could bring some kind of that peace, and that's where I learned that we are just interacting in a different level. That the communication is not only the words, it's not only the suggestion, but it's also the peace that you can bring into another human being, because we have empathy. So when I relaxed and she could feel that, she could relax and she could go under hypnosis. And we worked for a long time. She had some various results. Sometimes she was doing good, sometimes the anxiety came back. So I just tried to teach her precisely how to induct herself into a relaxed state of mind. And well, she could have some results in that area. But you know, that's probably the most difficult client that I've had ever. Somebody who was so afraid that she just couldn't relax.
So cool that you did it like this. And I agree. This is why I don't think when you do hypnosis like this, it's okay. But in real life, it's something extra. With your physics, you can do a bit more than only on a screen. I think on a screen. Yeah.
But you know why that is, Orsaya? Because a lot of hypnotists, the way I know them, or people I know, are focused on themselves and how they can bring that power. But when you change that focus, something that simple, and you focus on the other person, you can do what we just did. Hypnosis, regardless of the distance, I wasn't touching you, but I was able to let you feel that touch when your hands reach your legs.
This is true, yes.
And then I can work with that, so because I can live in your experience. So that's what we as hypnotists have to start doing more with these online things. We need to change our mind, our way of seeing hypnosis. It's not about me taking control. It's about me placing myself in the situation of somebody else, and then allowing them from there to relax and to reach that state of mind.
And what can you tell for last question? Where can they find you if they want to find you? And what is your biggest tip for people who want to experience or know something about hypnosis? What is your biggest endorsement?
Well, I will definitely endorse Rob, the European Hypnosis Academy. I know they have a lot of material. And back in my early days, I was interacting a lot with Rob about hypnosis. It was something pretty new in the Netherlands. And I see where he has brought it so far. Now you can find me on Facebook. I have the page of the Mexican Hypnosis Academy. And we're going to start bringing more material there. You can already see my online tutorials to reach self-hypnosis. I have 3 different live sessions that we did like this that are recorded there. It is a private group, so you will need to send me an invitation because I want to have people who are seriously interested in the topic to be interacting, to be sharing experiences. And little by little, I will bring more and more as that starts taking more form here in Mexico, because here's my base now, about what we're working and the groundbreaking findings. That breast enlargement hypnotherapy, we're practicing a lot with models, because they have the difference perhaps that they are not shy. They don't mind showing the progress and everything. But so we're just being careful about measuring and showing something that is real, that is true, that is proven. So that's why it's taking some time, but you will see all that. Just find me on Facebook. Here's my channel. And if you send an invitation, I will just see how serious you are in the topic, and you can take part of the Mexican Hypnosis Academy, which is where I'm working now at the moment.
And will you come to Holland for a show soon, when it's possible again?
Well, I've been thinking, my kids, both, I have 2 sons, and they both live in Holland. So it's always, my heart is there. And it's always something that I'm considering. But at the moment, I don't have plans. I was willing to go for the summer. But, now with COVID restrictions, from Mexico, you're not allowed into the European Union so far. And this is changing constantly. But as soon as I have the opportunity, I will probably let you know. And we may be able to organize something there.
Cool. So then I'll follow this when you come here. Then of course I try to come for myself, because I think what you're doing is very cool. Thank you for the interview, and I'll put a link downstairs. You give it later in a personal message, your academy about hypnosis. Then
yeah, for sure. I will leave it there. You can also find me on YouTube. There are a couple of videos. I'm trying to just refresh that material, but you can still find some of the things that we did in the Netherlands on live TV together with Uri Geller, together with some celebrities, that we were hypnotizing on a live situation. Yeah. So those are interesting things to look at if you are interested in hypnosis. And your question was also what my advice would be to people who want to go into hypnosis. Yes. And it would be to try it. Up until now, what I do a lot when I'm not feeling at my 100%, I listen to random audios on YouTube for, especially during my sleep. I go to sleep, I leave that audio playing, and I notice how I can reach that level very quickly, and they have positive suggestions. So that is the best way for people to try it, to start doing it at night. So before they fall asleep, they can try those techniques. I teach the techniques also on my page, and then they can start becoming more and more aware of that. So when you are on the day situation, you can always breathe and bring yourself back into that power situation or empowered situation. So that's what I would recommend. Just try it, start learning about it, and start enjoying the benefits, because there are many.
Well, thank you. And we try a small live on Instagram now. And thank you for being here and speaking to us. And I hope I'll see you here someday live in one of your shows, because I'd like to see you perform one time for real. It's really cool to see, I think.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate the space that you gave me. I hope we don't have any copyright infringements with Jennifer Lopez, because you were doing such a good impersonation.
Okay.
So, and thank you for the opportunity. I'll see you on Instagram.